Man, this is your boy Fat Boy Fish. Shouts out to Yonder. What is good, family? You either got it or you don't got it. You either got it or you don't got it. You either got it or you don't got it. You either got it or you don't got it. Man, they've been hating on your damn boy. That's the interruption of all my opposite stuff. Man, they've been interested already, put me in the flames. But I told you, I'm eager to beat them down to the all to the ground to the main. It seems to be a multitude of all these damn haters, but that's anybody of your face in any damn straight up here. What is your peers saying?
Peace and blessings, all glory given to the Most High Yah. It is your brother Jehoshaphat Israel here in the house that God has made. And this little bit of message, I just wanted to sit here and I wanted to talk to my sisters. And a lot of my sisters might be wondering, oh, Jehoshaphat, why you want to sit and talk to us for? Is you going to get on us, brother? Is you going to get on us, brother? I just want to talk to you just for a little bit of time. Now, because I only got a little bit on this lunch break. Now, the first thing I would like to talk to my sisters about is their little sons, their little mans. It is very important for you to put your son around a positive role model, family. Do you hear me, sister? Because inside of every male, we look at different males that possess different qualities. Just like I was talking about last time about being social creatures. We are, family. I don't want to say that me myself that I'm antisocial, which I'm not, but every male is a social creature. So we look for strength automatically as being a young male. You know what I'm saying? Either I was 5, either I was 6 or 7. I would always look towards a man that had good qualities. So when you're a single mama, right? And you bring in these trifling dudes around these young men, that is what you're going to get out of your son. It is written in the Bible, it says that a good son is his father's honor, but a bad son is his mother's shame. What does that mean? It means that a woman cannot raise a man. You know what I'm saying? It basically means that a woman cannot raise a man. And it's a lot of people out there that would like to argue me up and down about this, but I already put forth my example, family. Every young black male looks for somebody who has some strength, a man that has good qualities, of good morals, of good statutes, of good ethics, family. So when you're in and out of relationships, and I'm not judging anybody, all I can ask is that you bring forth good men around your children. A young black man is looking for a man that possesses good qualities, because we're going to instantly gravitate towards that man to become more like him. That's why, your brother Israel, I sit here today and I bleed forth my heart to plead with you, to let you know, sister, unless you didn't already know. Them good qualities, and it doesn't even have to necessarily be the men that you're dealing with. You got an uncle, you got an older brother, you got a dad, you got somebody in your life that you be like, oh, Mr. Johnson, he's a good guy. He's always doing good. He stands for what is right. He's been doing what is right. He has morals. He has ethics. He has a way of life to where he won't deviate from the left or to the left or to the right in his life. We always known Mr. Simpson to be a certain way, and that is a good man. So if you want to have a good son, if you don't want to have a son and he brings you to shame, you have to bring that young man around a good man that has good morals, he has a good character all the way around, sis. That's what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? There's no getting out of this. And whatever man that you put before your son, if he doesn't have all of those good, if he doesn't possess those good qualities of a nature, then your son is going to be evil. It is written, if a child does not accept the Lord as a child, he will never accept the Lord. So the best thing that you can do is put your son around a man that knows the Lord, that walks in faith, family, that believes his laws, statutes, commandments, and limitations and judgments and precepts, and will not let these things fade out of his life. Okay, that was the first thing that I want to tell you about. If you want to have a good son, you're going to have to put him around a good man. And that man, he doesn't necessarily have to look. Okay, sis, look at me. About 90% of the men inside of my family are gangsters, straight up gangsters. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing with you on that. Some of them are cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? They are real gangsters. You know what I'm saying? So as a young man, those are all the men that's around me. So I thought to be a man that you had to be a gangster. You know what I'm saying? And that is not the truth. That's so far from the truth. That's why I'm trying to illuminate my sister's eyes. Your son will be whatever you bring around him, because he's going to look at that man and he's going to grab all of these different things that man possessed as his individuality and integrate those things into his self. Okay, that was one. Number two, just because a man, sis, just because a man works you would say, oh, well, the title of his job is low, but that does not mean that man is not making a lot of money. Now, I'm just putting it out there, sister. It's a lot of guys that you sit up there and you wouldn't talk to that man, but he has a steady job. Not only has he has a steady job, but he has a career or he has a trade. But that career or that trade you feel is beneath you. You do not know what you're missing. You really don't, family. You don't know what you're missing, sis, because you got a certified dude right there that's qualified in what he does, and he's been keeping his job. Now you say to yourself, well, he only make 35,000, he make 40,000, he make 50,000. That is a lot of money when you know how to take care of your business. You know what I'm saying? When you know how to take care of your business, when you know how to have your bills in order, $35,000 is a lot of money. Now for me, for instance, now I'm a janitor. You would think off the top, you'd be like, oh, janitors don't make no money. That's a lie. You know what I'm saying? That's a lie. You know what I'm saying? We make very good money. It depends on what is the janitor position that you might work. There's over 1,000 different types of janitors. You can call them maintenance mans. You can call them aquatic engineers. You can call them anything that you want, because that is their title. Don't knock my brother, because you could be amazed. You will call him a janitor, but he still makes $70,000 a year. You can call him a janitor, but he's at the top of the janitors, and he's making $100,000 a year. So don't knock a man because of his job position, because you don't know what you might be missing. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you might be missing. We already know. A lot of y'all sisters like those scammer guys. And them scammer guys, the only thing that the Father has promised them is a rod, and to be beaten, and for every single thing to be taken from them. Y'all be looking, and y'all like them brothers with ill-gotten gains. That's why a lot of my sisters, they get locked up and they don't make that much money, but half of their money goes to that man that's locked up in jail. I want my sisters to think. Just think for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Don't knock that brother because you see him and he's at a certain spot. I don't know if you sisters know this about a man, but a man progresses and he gets more and more and more and more and more and more until he hits a certain age of like 50 years old. Then he'll be at his max. He might be making 50,000. He might be making 60. He might be making 40. But don't knock a man because of whatever position that he might choose. You might be losing something, family. You might be losing a good man in your life. So I just wanted my sisters out there to just, I got to get back to work, but I just wanted y'all to think about that for a second, of the things that I had to say about my sisters. Now, this has been your brother Jehoshaphat Israel here in the house that God has made. If you want to do anything for your brother, you can like, you can comment, you can subscribe, but most importantly, come get wrapped up in this great spirit at 9 o'clock. Come give us your 5, come give us your 10, come give us your 15 minutes. If you're able to pray for the the full hour, then this is growing on you. But all the lives around you will change by you surrendering your prayer. And it is a mighty great thing to pray on all one accord and assemble. So come get yourself some of this 9 o'clock prayer hour. This has been your brother Jehoshaphat Israel here in the house that God has made.